So bad for the NBA, I'm assuming? Good or bad for the NBA?
Terrible for the NBA. And I know for Skip and Shannon, it's fine because they have the elements that you want to talk about, and I get all that, and all that stuff will wind up. But I'm talking about for the average NBA fan around NBA America, this is awful. First time ever in the history of the league, the same two teams will meet in the NBA Finals, ever. And this league's been around almost 100 years.
For the third time, you mean.
Third time.
Yeah, third time in a row. And it's just that there used to be, I know people say, well, Michael Jordan was 6-0 and the Celtics and Lakers played all the time, but there were other teams in the mix. You weren't always convinced that Michael Jordan was going to get through the Knicks or to get through the Pacers. No,
I was.
Yes, you were.
If
I
you
was
lived
thoroughly
in,
convinced.
Yes,
no.
stop it.
If you lived in New York,
I covered the
maybe.
league during that time. No, I saw the Knicks win the first two games in the series against Michael Jordan before they went to Chicago and come
lost
back.
4 straight.
They lost 4 straight, but
Okay,
they were
then.
up 2-0.
Okay.
These two teams right now in the playoffs, 19-0 against the opponents. There's no pushback, no resistance. It's bad for the league.
I think it's more or less because of, I think injuries have made this season a little bit maybe not as exciting as opposed to just the setup. Because you look at Rondo going out, that series was going well. Rondo goes out, then you look at Utah, obviously. Utah with
Utah.
Utah. I mean, as far as the
Portland.
service, and then obviously Portland, and then you get down to Kawhi. And it's just like, well, injuries more so than the way
LeBron
it's
has
set up.
manipulated the game.
LeBron hasn't
Yes, he
manipulated
has.
the game.
And
LeBron
that's
has
why we are
dominated.
where we
He's
are.
dominated the
His
game.
dominance is easy because he maneuvered
Man.
and moved people out of the way. It's just like Golden State. I'm
No.
telling you.
Everybody's
they
running to
don't
the
need
West.
Kevin Durant.
All the
they
free
got
agents.
Kevin Durant for one reason. Let's get him out of the way to make a clearer path to the championship. That's what they did.
You don't believe that?
But Rob, you say the golden era.
believe
A
that.
lot of people say the golden era because they had Bird and they had Magic. In the 1980s, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson played in every NBA final. And in the 2000s, I don't want to go that far back because, Skip, sometimes he won't let me go past 2000. In the 2000s, the Lakers and the Spurs played in every NBA final. Oh, my goodness. Nobody said that dominance is bad.
No, but there were other teams in the mix, and that's what you're leaving out.
There's other teams in the mix.
Come on, you know what I'm...
We're just talking about injuries.
The Pistons, 5-game sweep.
5 games, yeah.
That was a 5-game. The Pistons with no stars, Skip. You notice. 2004
chemistry.
beat the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe, who had already won 3 championships
It was a
in
shocker.
a row. That was a shocker.
Oof.
That'll never happen again. Not in this NBA that
you,
we're in.
You
What
talk
you
about
mean?
you talk about the one upset.
That was a great
but
team.
the fact of the matter is, the Lakers and the Spurs from the West represented the Western Conference in every final for the entire decade.
Yeah, but the difference is...
Okay, tell me what it
The
is.
difference is you had other teams who were in the mix. There's nobody. Skip, you noticed before the season
don't
started.
know.
These two teams are going to make it, and
I
nobody...
did not know that. I thought San Antonio was going to make it.
You really thought the Spurs were?
Yeah, and they would have
and I
made it if
said it.
I wouldn't.
So you got
I
2.5
said Spurs.
teams.
Okay, Skip. I would love to
said
Skip turn to
Spurs.
Skip. In the 2000s, did you think anybody was coming out of the West other than the Lakers and the Spurs?
In 2000.
In the 2000s, in the whole decade, because they went to every final. They had Shaq and Kobe together, and they had Tim Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili.
You got
But
two teams, and now you're telling me there's only one.
Okay, but you're turning into an NBA hater, and I'm not.
Look at Skip. Look at
This
Skip.
man, he owns a little portion of an NBA team, just to keep it real.
Don't worry about that. We
need
get him in the
tickets.
back.
I need tickets.
We get him in the back. We're gonna talk to him in the back about
I
that.
don't think the NBA is in any trouble whatsoever. I
think
have
it's
never had
thriving.
more fun talking NBA on
Yes.
live TV than I have this year.
Skip? Yep.
The Westbrook triple-double was off the charts great. The Harden versus Westbrook, we did it day after day. It was
MVP, yep.
fascinating to
Skip,
me.
we talk about TV ratings all the time, which gives you a feel on where people are. Across the board on regional television, the local, 15% decrease in ratings. On the national broadcast, TNT and ESPN, 8% loss. Okay, because, yes, you're right. there was a couple of stories, but a lot of people are watching bad basketball in New York, in Brooklyn. I could go all over the country.
Was this during the presidential campaign? Or
No,
something?
that's not. That's
I think it
no,
cut in.
it wasn't.
It did cut
Did
in.
it have
we
an
were here-
effect on football?
It cut
People
in.
love football. Were the ratings down in football?
Yeah, right now
was.
down. And you know why?
Because of
there
the
were bad
campaign.
games. There were
The
bad games. There
campaign.
were bad games on
The
Thursday
campaign.
night. All I'm saying is
Nobody's trumping
Are you ready?
TV right now.
We need to fix the NBA. I want them to work on competitive balance. Somehow, some way, competitive balance. I want them to try to either make the three further away. They have to do something with the three. And you know what? I haven't had
Might as well
an idea.
raise the rim to 11 foot.
Let's change the logo. Let's change the NBA logo
Okay.
to get back to greater times that we remember in the league. You ready? There's the new logo right there for the NBA.
Jump
I'm not mad at that.
Let's get rid of Jerry
you
West
can't.
and let's go there.
You can't go there because that's
Why?
already a brand, and you can't put that brand already. That's a brand already. That's Jumpman. That's a brand. You can't do that.
We have to identify that when Michael Jordan played, that was a great time.
Y'all gonna have to pay Michael Jordan about $10 billion to use that. You know what I'm saying?
He just owns the
He
NBA.
might give that up.
Yeah, he might.
Skip,
10
hey,
billion.
Skip.
I'm sure he'll sell it.
As far as technology, is Microsoft and Apple dominating the technology?
Yes.
That's bad. That's bad.
Are we
That's
getting
bad
bad
for
phones?
business. That's bad for business. I want someone else to come up with a smartphone. I don't want Apple and I don't want Microsoft dominating it because it's unfair, Skip. You know it, Skip.
What
Is that
accent
my
is
voice?
that?
I don't know.
You
I think
know
that's
it.
He's
Skip,
doing
you know
me.
it. Skip, you know it. You know it.
Are
We
you doing
talked
Rob
about
Rob?
it.
He's never talked more proper in his life.
I thought you were doing a nerdy white guy.
Skip, you know it, Skip.
You
Skip,
know.
at the old place, you and I talked about it a lot, Skip.
All right.
At the old
Way to go, Rob.